It's all good. It's all good now. It will be fine.
Woohoo.
How are you? Have you just finished with your call with your Italians?
I ran in from the inside from the gym. I was at the gym a little late, and then I got off with them. So yeah, super fun.
Cool. How are they getting on?
Oh, they're doing great. They're just like, they should have a couple more diamonds going again this next month or so.
Wow, that's brilliant.
Yeah. I was doing the diamond compensation plan with them, and they're just like blown away by the money they can make with this compensation plan. They're just in awe. So.
Oh, that's brilliant. So do they all speak English?
One of them does. So she does all the translating for me.
Ah, right. Okay. That's cool.
Tricky. Yeah, it's tricky.
Yeah, but great.
Yeah, so I recognize
That's
Rachel
great
on here.
Diamonds, because obviously they can't do like wrap parties and individually wrap people. So
yeah, it's hard.
That just goes, but it just goes to show how possible it is if they can do it without selling individual wraps.
Yep, that's exactly it. And I mean, I can relate to you guys. Just Canada, we weren't allowed to do trade shows, sell wraps, do a whole lot of that at the very beginning. So I know definitely what you guys are going through with all of that.
Yeah, cool. So I thought we were going to go over the end of month stuff, which we can still do. But I just thought it would just be really motivating to hear from you, to be honest. I think obviously, with events that have cracked off just recently, that it's just nice to hear from somebody who's achieved, I suppose, what we all want to achieve.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. So this is obviously your leadership group. It's really nice to see everybody's face and see that you're taking time to plug into your business. I know it gets busy at month end, and to be honest, a lot of people think by 24th, 25th, they're kind of throwing in their towel. They're thinking it's month end. I probably can't promote anymore. But it's so interesting what actually can happen within the last hours of the month. I mean, the last hours of the month can be a complete game changer. So the fact that it's still only the 24th means there's so much time to reach that $5,000 diamond bonus. I'm not sure what everybody's rank is on here. Emeralds and rubies, is that kind of?
Yeah, so we've got Louise and Fee and Tracy, who are ruby.
Mm-hmm.
And Sarah Groves ruby as well. And then we've got Rachel at diamond.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You going for double diamond, Rachel? Yeah, she should go for it.
So Fee and Tracy are going on the cruise, Kirsten.
Awesome.
How cool is that?
That's so cool. You're going to have a blast on it. I might even see you there. I have to RSVP today if I can still make it. But yeah, it would be really cool to see you guys on there. So, we're looking at month end, and basically what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to see exactly what you need, right? So if you're a ruby, if you're close to emerald, if you're going for that diamond, you need to have your chart in front of you, and you need to look exactly how many distributors you need or how many distributors the person below you needs. And you need to really make a game plan, like a go time game plan. And the reason I love month end is because a lot of people actually, when you get them ready to go and pumped, they can almost sprint for that last week. If it's the first of the month, everyone goes, well, I have so much time. They put it off. But if you really gather your troops right now, you can do so much in this week. Because if it came down to it and you narrowed it down, going diamond just goes down the list of people becoming executive, right? So if you look at it and you see how many people do you need to go executive to get the diamond, then all you got to do is help those people go executive. Start talking to them about aunts and cousins and friends that might want to join the business, get back on their hundreds list, and really start making some phone calls and getting wraps on people. And that's truly what you're going to have to do by month end. And I just find a lot of times people say, I want to go diamond, but they just don't even know how many people they need. They don't even know the volume they need. And there's no game plan. There's no talking to their downline and saying, hey, you need 2 people to go executive. Let's get this happening in these next 7 days. Who can you call? And really getting on them. Because at the end of the day, like I said, the map comes down to somebody going executive usually.
Yeah, definitely. Something that I'd be interested to chat to you about with regards to end of month is like retail sales. So obviously, you've got a longevity in the business, and you've got a very, very strong, longevity in the business from a volume perspective. Is that something that you do at the end of month, or do you really try and focus on loyals?
I try to focus on loyals. I've never been one to have my team order product to have on hand to sell after, just because I just strongly feel like that's a one-time purchase. And I never want someone to have a basement full of product that they can't sell and go into debt over. It wouldn't sit well on my heart to do that. If we had a game plan and we said, okay, we've got a trade show coming up, and everyone needed some product anyways, if we ordered and moved the volume, then yeah, obviously that's totally fine to do, because you're going to need to do it. But yeah. I'm not about cheapening our product or saying everyone can get it at a discount because I'm just going to make a bulk order to promote. I would rather talk to people, want them to be on our products because they want to. I'm about keeping customers for life. And so if you're just going to buy product and just sell it to move the volume, then that's totally not for me. That's not for my team. Doesn't mean it might not be for everyone, but it's a false fluctuation, inflation of your business. If you're going to just be purchasing your own product, you're going to have to do that all the time. And I don't want people to worry about if their check's going to be there the next month because it was a fake $400 bought from everybody. So I say go out there and pound the pavement and get some customers, because you're going to have that volume for a guaranteed 3 months. And you know what? It's September coming up. You're going to grow even bigger in September. You're going to grow even bigger in October. So you're going to just be building on what you've brought in. Now, if you broke your map down, like I said, and you said, okay, I need 7 distributors to go diamond, right? And you kind of looked, you wouldn't need 7 on your own, right? It would be teamed up as a group to get 7. But you'd also just look, okay, if everybody needed 4 customers, that's probably going to get them their $400 box. Then start looking at the customers to build there. And then, of course, you're going to have to move a little bit of volume. It never works out perfect. But that, you're going to be able to sell some wraps in the future. You're going to be able to do a trade show and have to put them on people and that kind of thing.
Cool.
Yeah, I went double diamond on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, that was the same as Emma Orchard.
Yeah.
Which it completely blew away my conceptions of that period. And I didn't realize you'd done that as well. That's amazing.
And you know what, you guys, you got to think like we're only putting this in our heads of our limitations. Last summer, my team grew in volume. Like we grew in volume. And so it's not, it's one of those things that just because you believe summer's slow, because you believe Christmas is slow, doesn't mean it has to be. Our team rallied, we thought, let's go for it. Let's be that team. And it works, that actually grows in the summer. Let's prove that you can. And we did. So it actually ends up being all in your own head as well. It doesn't make it harder. Yeah. But you know what? You adjust. We did park dates for play dates, for wrap parties. We did around the campfires. We went to, wherever people were going, we brought the party there instead. We accommodated to them rather than just going, no one wraps in the summer. People want to be home with their kids. Those are excuses. People do want to be home with their kids, and people are traveling a bit, but we just accommodated around it. We met them at their campsite. We had them over so the kids can have a play date. And it's all in your mind. You can make it work. I mean, New Year's Eve, how was I adding loyals on New Year's Eve? I'm giving people a call. It's 11:30 and we're adding people. It's just insane and we didn't know any different because no one told us that New Year's Eve should be a slow day. No one told us that summer is slow. We had no idea. it's like almost the more you stay out of it and don't think about it, you do better.
Yeah, definitely. I have to admit, it was completely my mindset in the December, and it was the following December that Emma went double, and I just sat there and saw it be announced and thought, okay, it is all about your mindset. And this July we had, Tracy Edwards went Ruby in July, which again blows that one out of the water. Rachel, wasn't it last August that you did Diamond?
Yeah.
I'm sure it was last August. I know it was in the summer.
My Wi-Fi connection's not great. I sounded.
Don't worry, darling. It was the August, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the end of August.
Yeah.
Qualified for the first It Works cruise.
Louise, what was your month of promotion?
October.
Oh, was it? Oh, you see, that is coming into a more promotion.
Traditionally busier.
It does just go to show that it can happen any month that you want it to, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I mean, you might have some summers that are slower, and you might have some summers that are busier. You just have to kind of take it for what it is. Go with it, and at the end of the day, you just got to be on your team and on your leaders, like giving them that mindset. You don't want to go, yeah, you're right, like summer's so slow, and then they're like, oh, okay, see, my belief is true, it's slow, and then they like you can't allow that, even though it might be a reality because their town has a fair and it's like no one works for the whole summer. It might actually happen. That actually might be a fact for somebody, but you still want to be on them and go, no, let's push through. You have to have that like athlete mentality that you push through any of the hardest times. You might have to work 4 times as hard to get the same result you would get in September to get it in July, but oh well, like, do you want the results or not? It's too bad you got to work 4 times harder. That's like, suck it up a little bit. That you might be working a little bit harder and a little bit longer over the summer months to get the same result you'd get in October, but whatever, right? It's worth it. I mean, it was the coolest feeling to be able to celebrate New Year's Eve and saw my E-Suite change to double diamond. It's super cool.
That's amazing. So with regards to tactics for loyals, it is literally just getting out there and speaking to more people, isn't it, really?
It really does come down to that. It comes down to putting it out there. It comes down to following up. And, one thing that I just think that if we just worried about really keeping the loyals we have now and having a relationship with us, I always said, like, if everybody just found 4 loyals and treated them like gold, and those loyals stuck around, can you imagine your team's volume? I'm not talking like get 700 and filter them through the system. Of course, you're going to get more than 4 eventually, right? But if you just had 4 and you treated them like gold, you're first off going to have referrals. So you're probably not even have to search for new loyals after that. But, one drops off, you get another new one. But if you just maintain 4 solid and really put this back to something really simple, it's just going to blow up your volume. Because too often we're just worried about getting in mass amounts and blowing through them that no one gets any, we tell them, come in this business. I want to help you. I want to help people. I want to change health and wellness. And I want to help you get to your weight goals or whatever the case is. And then we just like forget about them and they're gone. They were actually just used to fill a box. But if you actually treat people more than just a box, could you just imagine what your team volume would be? And so that's kind of even what I'm working on myself right now is just doing that. So then when these times come, these summer months, the Christmas months, you won't have to worry as much. But for the time being right now, we don't have them, right? So we want to get out there and we want to get more loyals. That's exactly it. You're going to want to go through past leads. You're going to want to go through your Facebook lists. You're going to want to go through and blitz with teams. We just had a Team Unstoppable Blitz Day where we all met on, I made like a Facebook event and we all invited each other on there and we met up with people in our area and I just gave them tips and tricks with some live video throughout. We all went blitzing in our own towns, got new leads, got new contacts, and then you have a follow-up time together on a Zoom. And you really help each other through it. Then there's no excuses, right? Because how easy is it to go up blitzing but then not contact anyone after? But you keep each other accountable, and you really have to have some fun with it. You could also do a booking blitz challenge. So you'd meet on Zoom together like this, and you would all take out your lists. And maybe Mel would come up with like a gift basket. So maybe, or all of you would pitch in a product, maybe like a lip and eye, an exfoliating peel, a wrap, a facial, or something. And you say, okay, we've got like a 200-pound worth gift basket. And then everybody starts calling and messaging their leads, and they say, hey, I need to know by tonight. We're having a booking challenge. I'm looking for a hostess. The winner's going to go in a draw to win a 200-pound gift basket. Are you in? I need you. Can you host a party by next week? Are you in? And like people are writing back being like, yes, I'll book a party. I'll book a party. And then you've got like all these parties booked now that you could even do it before month end. And then someone's going to win. We just had the lady win. It was $300 Canadian basket. I just mailed it to her. She hosted a party. So it's a good way to have an excuse to start like calling people and going, oh, I'm in a challenge. And, do you want to book a party? Because you could win a $300 gift basket plus a free wrap, and then you're getting like more and more parties booked too.
That's an amazing idea.
Yeah.
Fee's little face lit up then. She liked that one.
I saw. It's like, yeah, she's digging this. And it's really fun. And then if you're the one leading it with your group, I did like a yes and a no jar, and then the hostess jar. So let's say like it was us on it, okay? And Fiona messaged a lady and she said, yes, I'll host a party. Then I would put Fiona's name in the yes jar, and I would put the hostess in the hostess jar. And then at the very end, I drew names for all the yeses and the nos. So say Rachel got a no and she was in the no jar, and Louise got a no and Mel got a no. Then I would draw on the no jar, and I actually had prizes for the yeses and no jars for all my distributors who participated in it, so that they didn't feel so low about if they got a no. They're like, okay, wicked. Like, let's, they just didn't care. Like they won, I think I gave like journals and like reading books and blitz cards and stuff like that away. So it made it fun for the distributors too, because they won a prize whether they booked 0 parties. They still participated and got rewarded for their efforts, or they won a prize because they booked parties and, they won from the yes basket, and then a hostess won. So it was really cool.
That's brilliant. That's a really good idea.
And you might even want to use it to kickstart your September, even if you don't, if you can't book parties within this next week. But you might just say, hey, I'm looking to book one-on-ones. You might even just want to make some one-on-one appointments. Book within these next 7 days and you'll go in the drawing.
Yeah.
Kirsten, have you seen a difference since they removed the $120 free product credit? Like, have you seen a difference in the amount of loyals that new distributors are signing?
I haven't, but I also just decided to take it in my own hands and reward them. If they get 4 loyals, I buy them like some It Works gear. If they can get 4 loyals within, actually, I make it 72 hours of signing up. So I don't know, because like new people just haven't ever known that there was 120 anyway. So I just tell them, like, you need these 4 loyals because A, it's going to start building your paycheck. B, it's going to get you qualified for every single bonus the company has. So let's get on it. And I just create urgency myself. They didn't know that there was 120 in product credit before. So that's, again, in our head.
Cool.
It's as exciting as you make it.
Yeah, definitely. It's good because I think, what were you going to say? Sorry, Rachel.
No, I was just wanting to ask, have you had many times in your business where you've kind of had to start from the beginning and rebuild?
Yes, I have. I went from triple diamond, doing about almost 200,000 in volume. It was, I think, about 180, 190,000 in volume. It was more than the US was doing at the time. It was when I first got in, our team just blew up, and they were just like, who are these Canadians like taking over the company? Because that's how low the company's volume was at the time. And I don't know what happened. It fell off to 60,000 volume. Like it, one third, all the way down. So it definitely was very scary. It was like, what's going on here? I don't get it. But I just had faith. I still knew that, you know what, we got to look at our business over a long term of seasons. And it was one of those things I just said, I don't feel like I'm going to worry about it. I'm just going to keep building this thing because this maybe is what happens. I don't know. And it shot right back up and it almost went to 1 million in volume just after that. And I've dropped again. Like I'm just being real and honest with you. It's dropped down. I just didn't break that 1 million and it dropped and went in half. And I thought, oh my gosh, again, this is doing this. And guess what? It's starting to go back up again. So I think I'll go to 5 million now. Right? And it's just the way business is. Like you guys, we have to remember we own our own business. And we have to look at our numbers, not month to month. Never look at your numbers month to month. Look at your numbers from year to year. Commit yourself to this company to be here for year after year so that you can have a true average of numbers to compare. And then that way you'll also stop feeling so low about your summers and Christmas times if it does drop, because you look at the bigger picture. You look at 12 months added up, lump sums from year to year where it goes. And then if the next year is down, you start to kind of, watch it a bit more again and really start reevaluating what you might need to change. So it's totally normal. You're going to be like this. It's very hard to just do this always and forever, right? You're going to hit roadblocks. And I'll tell you something, what I've noticed is I hit a roadblock when I need more leadership development, personal development. So if you're feeling like this right now, there's something you need to work on as a leader before you're going to go to that next level. So be okay with that. Walk into the bookstore, go to the self-help development section. Which one stands out to you? You will know. Buy it. Go read it and start implementing it. 100% of the time that works. For anybody who's saying, I'm stumbled, I'm hitting a wall, I don't get it. It's like, I know you don't get it because you have to grow. I can totally see where you might need to grow as a leader. I can't see it in myself. I can see it in other people. And so when I hit it, I have to do the same thing. I go to the bookstore and I pull it, and then it always works out to be the book that jumps out at you, where you need to grow. And I know like Mel could probably see it maybe in Fiona, what she might need to grow, but Fiona won't see it in herself. So she'll have to go do something about it and figure it out. And it's always best when they figure it out on their own. I don't want to be like, you need to fix this, because we're not bosses. But I just encourage them and I let them know I'm here for you. I know you need to develop. Let's go figure out what book you need. And then when they really do it themselves, they feel so much better about themselves. They feel like a stronger leader. It's kind of like your kids, you let them work through their stuff on their own and look how much more confident they become, right? You don't fix mistakes for them. So same thing with your leaders, same thing with yourself. Go find something to develop yourself and you'll find that you'll soar again.
Cool. That's great. Thank you.
Yeah.
It is really interesting.
Do you host? I've seen a few of the American like ambassadors and presidentials. They host a weekly like Wrap Wednesday at their own home. Do you do a lot of think parties at your own house?
I don't right now. I did a lot more when it was just like brand new in our area, in our town. And I do encourage it a lot more for people that open up a newer area. It's not that my area is saturated or anything like that. It's just that I've been through all my warm market. I have a really small town. And so I've kind of been through it. So hosting it every week, it just isn't bringing anyone. So I'd be better off doing like a distributor training. But yeah, for sure, I encourage it in some of the bigger cities just to keep going and keep hosting those. And yeah, they do tend to work really well if they consistently are doing these weekly wraps.
Cool.
Yeah, and so see if anyone has any more questions.
I've got one, which is quite personal to me at the moment. So obviously people leave the business who you will have become close to.
Oh yeah.
So I think that my recruitment is impacted at the moment because I've lost 2 leaders who were very, very close to me.
Yeah.
And I think I wouldn't say I've closed off, because obviously I've got lots of really good friends within the business and within the team. But I do find myself, I was saying to Fee earlier, when I'm messaging somebody, I've almost got this mind talk as I'm messaging them that's going, yeah, as if you're going to work anyway. And even if you do work, then you're going to leave.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a really bad thing that I've got going on at the moment. And I just want to know how to stop that.
Well, I can relate. That's very normal, I think, to have that feeling, because I know what you're saying. Like, I mean, I've probably signed up like 600 distributors and I have 15 people that have stuck, right?
Yeah.
So more will leave than are going to stay.
Yeah.
Do you want that to sit in your head? No, I don't even want to sit that in my head, because is that true, or is that just my perception again?
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean? Like, so I just have to clear it. I have to trust God's journey. I have to trust that they're in it for what needs to be in their journey, and leave everything else alone. Like, if it ends up being their journey for 6 months and they're gone, it wasn't my journey. So I can't go ahead and judge that. And if they end up staying in with me for life, that's awesome for my journey and their journey. And that's great, because it was so meant to be that they're going to be my life forever. So I have to clear it, give it up, and just take every relationship for what it is. Because even if it's a leader that just comes in for a few weeks, a few months, a few years, and then goes, they taught me something about being a better leader, and I'm still so grateful for it. So no matter what, there's just gratitude, and it just feels incredible that I was just lucky enough to be in their life for this short period of time. And I don't look at it as any other way than that, because you could go to that other dark side and start saying, people leave me and I feel so sorry for myself about it. But don't build this business in a place that you feel like you'll never find anyone else. Just trust the journey that everybody's on in this world and what's meant to come in your life, because look at what they taught you about being a leader, and just be grateful for that, because they might have taught you what you need to know and what you need to become for what's about to come. You might own a whole country that opens up with It Works in the future. And if someone hadn't come and gone out of your life, you wouldn't have learned something about yourself that turns you into the leader that can handle the entire country, right?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, well, it definitely can happen. And so it's just one of those things that's just be grateful for what you're just learning from people, whether they're in or out of your life.
Kirsten, have you got any tips on like building, like charting and building? Because you hear so many people saying different things, that you shouldn't build people, and some people say that they do, and like I just haven't got a clue. I don't have a clue with what's right and what's wrong, because I feel like I always do things the wrong way. And I've learned a lot of lessons in placing and building, and I didn't know whether you can give any tips or any advice on what has worked for you. I know it's totally individual, but
I know what you're saying. And here's the thing, like, because I've got the 2.0 spot, it kind of takes me back to the exact same spot you guys are in, because it's still just a Ruby. It's been a year and it's just a Ruby, but it's like 40 people wide. And so many people would say you're crazy because that could be a diamond. Yeah, but it doesn't even have diamond volume. So why would I push it to diamond to lose it, right? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. So I can relate, and yep, I'm probably opposite of a lot of people in what you've heard. But I also have volume really high up. I have very strong volume that keeps a very strong paycheck that doesn't fluctuate a whole lot. So I feel like I can vouch for that side of it, where other people have built. Now, if you're bringing in so many people, you're this mass recruiter that has 30 people a month and you literally have nowhere to put them but under each other because you don't want to be 700 wide, then yeah, you're going to want to build a bit. It's kind of like help people to build to diamond, sure. And then, kind of move on from there, what you feel after that. But that's only if you're bringing in 30 people a month, 10 to 30 people a month, and you've got to place them somewhere. But what I kind of do is I get a distributor, and I always like to place if people are in the same area. So I do that because I like to create communities and people together. But I'll go and I put like 3 wide. Let's say when I first signed up my spot, I put 3 or 5 wide right away. If someone was showing some like promise and initiative and working, then I did place a distributor underneath them. And if it just kind of, you just kind of know in your gut and you put someone there and it just kind of, you're helping. I helped till Ruby. And if they weren't showing any initiative anymore after that, I had to move on.
Right.
And now one of my spots, I'd sign someone, I'd place someone under her, and that person, I think I placed someone under her, and that person is now doing something, but the other 2 in between aren't. And so I'm still placing under to help her because those 2 will probably phase out eventually. And I'm okay with that then, putting it on that level just because of the situation about it. But it's so, it's one of those things, talk with your upline because it's so controversial how everybody wants to build. I prefer width. I prefer just whatever's going to make the person I sign the best paycheck for them. It'll all work out for me in the long run. I just can't even do I just do what's best for them. You'll know. Are you signing up 1 million people a month?
Not at the moment. I'm in a bit of a funk. I've been in a bit of a funk for the last few months, and I've been trying really hard to get out of it. But I signed 4 people in I think May, and then since then none of them did anything. And I went away on a holiday for 2 weeks, in June, and I came back from a holiday, and I felt like my whole chart had completely collapsed. My volume wasn't there, but I was not far off being boxed in for double diamond, and now now my chart's just probably got about 5 people working.
That happens, right? That's pretty normal numbers. Yeah. So just start rebuilding the spots again. Yeah. You don't want to place like 10 levels down all the time or anything like that. But if it was your last spot to go double diamond, yeah, I'd probably do it. Put a distributor there for that. But yeah, when you kind of go away and you stop momentum and people follow suit, you got to keep on them. You got to keep like that running mentality for your promotion, and just keep launching people and getting things moving and going. Is kind of the only way to do it. Getting loyals in the system, getting the volume moving. But yeah, it's definitely just going to be, get someone else direct to you, help them get Ruby. Not happening, get someone direct to you, help them go Ruby. If it's not happening, get the next person direct to you, help them go Ruby. And you'll know by then who's going to be like hardcore going for it, or if they're just not calling you back, you'll see.
It's interesting to hear that obviously you went like double and triple really quickly, didn't you?
Yeah, it was like about 8 months for triple.
Yeah. But that's quick.
And then I stayed at triple for a couple years.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I stayed at triple for a couple years, and then it was like March I went presidential, and April I went ambassador. I was just building it so strong.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, it just like went like naturally, right? Like I didn't have to put anything to go presidential. It was like, whoa, it just went pres. That's kind of cool, and when you build such a strong organization that just happens.
Yeah.
I think people focus so much on rank, they forget about the bank part of it. And I think people forget the amount of money you can make just wrap cash alone without even having wrap cash and loyal customers. Is absolutely amazing. Like I've got someone on our downline at the moment who's selling just so many wraps. She must just have pockets full of wrap cash. She's just amazing.
Cool.
And she's just recently promoted to executive, and she's been in the business for a year. But every single month her volume is through the roof.
Well, volume's insane. Her check's going to be really good. There was a double diamond earning $50,000 a month in the top 20 last year.
50,000.
So you guys, don't think you have to be an ambassador to earn that kind. You don't have to be an ambassador to earn that kind of money. You can max out the compensation plan if you go double diamond and you keep putting diamonds direct to you. I had a diamond that was doing 80,000 in volume. I was collecting $8,000 bonuses off her every month because I earned the 9% of her volume, right? And she was just making killer paychecks for a diamond because her volume is so insane. Like, at the end of the day, worry about getting customers, worry about getting distributors, worry about what's best for them, and it just works out.
Yeah, I have to admit, I mean, my next rank would be Prez, obviously, to go for that. Mm-hmm. But I am 100% focusing at the minute on building Neil, so I've got a real balance. So in the organisation.
Yeah, and I mean, don't focus too hard on like I need to be the first ambassador in the UK and all this stuff.
Be at all.
Because the first presidential in Canada, she's gone. She was there way before me.
She was the first UK one as well.
I told you, it's like bad karma. It's like bad karma to be the first. Let someone else do it. Worry about the paycheck because it works. Now that that's what they look at, paycheck. It's just better to build smart right now. Like you don't have to be good. You could be the first ambassador, but if you're making 10 grand a month, like whoopee, you're not gonna. It's gonna be nothing. It's gonna be nothing. You're gonna be yesterday's news very quickly.
Yeah.
And like I said, the first presidential in Canada, she's gone. So first presidential in the UK, well, same thing. So it's now that we got that out of the way, you guys have like a clear slate. Again, it's about paycheck, right? And you can max it out at double diamond. Go double diamond and just build diamonds direct to you. Build a diamond. 9%, 9%, right?
Yeah.
What's the secret with the going double diamond? Like, why are you saying go double diamond and max out? Because I don't know, and I understand the cabs and I understand how things work, but actually knowing how to max out and how to do the diamond, like, do you know what I mean? It's
because when you're a diamond, you're your generation 1. You earn 2% off your volume. If you build a diamond, you have to go double to collect on generation 2. They're your generation 2. So I'm generation 1. I sign you up, Rachel. You're my generation 2 when you go diamond. I have to be double diamond to fully collect off you. I'll collect 5%, but I'll collect 9% if I'm a double. That's the highest amount. If you go triple, the next level down is 2%. So that's why the 4 plus the 5 is 9% on your second generation. You have to be a double diamond to collect off your second generation. That's why you need to be a double diamond raising diamonds because you're collecting 9% full off them.
Personally enrolled,
yeah.
Yeah.
If they're not, you're going to earn 4%. I mean, still
not.
Still adds up.
Yeah.
80,000 volume, 4% of 80,000 volume, still like.
Still $4,000, right? Ish.
And is that not including the cab bonuses, or was that including?
Nope, not including it. You're going to get the cabs. You're going to get the 10, the 15, 10, 5, 5, 2, 2, 2, 2%, plus the cabs, plus the generations. The money's insane. Go double diamond and raise diamonds.
I feel dead excited right now.
I've never heard anyone say it like that. I've never heard anyone
it's
say it
really
like that.
nice to hear that actually, we see those income charts for the ambassador and it seems like such a far stretch away. But I don't think there's anybody on this call that doesn't think that double diamond is something that they can achieve, because everybody has probably got somebody underneath them right now that they're thinking, yeah, they can go diamonds.
Right? And I mean, you just have to go, okay, if I want to increase my paycheck by, I'll just use US dollars for their chart, but like $2,000, let's say, right? Then probably you're going to do that if you raise a diamond.
Okay, Fee, I'm on it.
Oh.
There we go. Now we got people talking on this Zoom all of a sudden, 45 minutes in.
Yeah.
Sorry, I sucked this whole time till now.
Yeah. Now you've told them they can earn 50 grand as a double diamond. They're like, okay, I'm in.
Well, right? Because now it seems a little bit more realistic. Like I could just raise diamonds and I don't have to go ambassador to earn that money. And ambassador just seems too scary right now. And it is big and it is scary. And it'll come when your team starts to flow. But it'll flow if you're a double diamond raising diamonds. Someone's going to promote to double. Someone's going to promote to triple. It's just going to happen then.
How do you kind of cut off your commissions though? Because if you start raising diamonds and stay at double diamond,
then if those diamonds start promoting to double diamond, then you will. But
you
if
don't
they
get
go,
paid.
but if someone goes double diamond and you have diamonds, you're going triple no matter what. By default.
Yeah. I didn't think of it like that.
Oops, didn't mean to. Just went triple. My bad.
That's an amazing way to think of it, because you just look at the diamond chart and then look at the double chart and then look at the triple chart. You don't kind of think of it like what you've said about getting to double and just helping people go diamond and not worrying about the next promotion, because people always think, oh, now I've got to go triple. Kind of from diamond to double is, you know, everyone kind of promotes one more, but with triple you get a whole brand new leg. And I've heard a lot of people saying, oh, I've got to build another, or I've got to raise another diamond, outside diamond, and I haven't got anything outside of this chart at the moment. But if you just go to double and then you focus on all of your people coming in and downline and going diamond, like,
and if you build wide, then it will happen, won't it? That's the key, I suppose, to the building wide, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why I keep going wide. Like, if someone's not working, I'm not getting them to diamond. It's just not happening. I'm not giving them that. I'm not losing a generation over it. So yeah, just keep going wide, and then it all works out. Just trust it all. It's all meant to happen the way it does. If you move somewhere by accident, you shouldn't have. Who cares? It was meant to happen. You're going to sign more people. It's not the end of the world. Just longevity.
I think it's like at the moment when we were looking at promotions and things, it's like a game of chess. You've got your chart and you're like, where do I put them? If I put them here, or I put, and it's like you kind of stare at your chart for so long. Think like it's such a it's not an easy decision. It takes up so much time. And
yeah, I know. Just don't overthink it.
Yeah, I think you get a gut feel a lot of the time, don't you?
Yeah. You'll know.
I know Fee's been speaking to Tracy just recently about it, and you know, we were only speaking about it today, and Fee was right, we need to just go wide, Tracy, and I was like, yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah, we've been putting too many under too many people, and we've just been getting stung.
I think we just need to take it.
We're too kind. Let's
take it back to basics. Take it back to basics, and build wide and build strong, rather than keeping giving all the time.
We need workers now instead of people that we're just feeding.
Yeah.
Sorted.
I've got this conversation about other half. You know, just kind of thought, what the hell have we been doing? We should have been placing under our other half, not placing under other people. And now it's like, oh, I don't know, it's just like, how did it work so hard to realize?
But the thing is, it, like Kirsten says, it does all happen for a reason.
Yeah.
Everything happens for a reason, and it's all part of what you learn. So, for example, obviously, I helped 2 people go diamond last year for my triple. Neither of those people are now in the business. And, you know, I could think to myself, oh, if only I'd built Neil at that point in time. But if I had done, I wouldn't have gone triple. And, you know, whilst it isn't all about rank, it is nice to have that. And I know now that I can build Neil, and I would actually rather get Neil to triple than get me to presidential. That's how I look at it at the minute.
Yep.
Because from an income perspective, that is what is going to make the most impact for my family.
Makes sense. Then that's what it's about, guys. It's not about ego and getting on stage, and maybe it is, then build it and just put everyone everywhere. Who cares? But I've really had that realization over the last couple of years, is that I do this for my family, you know?
Remember why you have to really focus, because it is easy to be drawn into it. It's easy to watch at the end of the month other people promoting to ranks and think, oh, I didn't manage that, or I'm, you know, I know Louise is particularly feeling that with regards to, you know, oh, I've been Ruby for a long period of time. I was Ruby for 9 months, you know. It really doesn't matter. But it is so easy to get drawn into.
It's true.
I need to make that happen. And don't get me wrong, it's great for momentum and it's great for excitement for the team to see promotions. But I would rather see excitement when commissions are posted on the 16th than excitement on the 30th for a promotion that's not going to last. And I think that is something that I've learned very much so.
Kirsten, have you got many team members that are outside of Canada?
Yeah, I do have some team in the US and some in the UK and some in Italy.
Oh wow. Did you find it easy sort of branching out?
I think the fact that we're all oh, sorry, it says my internet's unstable right now. I don't know why, but I think the fact that we're all international, like apart from It Works Global, gives us an advantage. I think that a lot of the world loves all different Europeans and Canadians. So, I mean, I wasn't scared to. I just thought I would love to have an international team. I'd love to grow it more in other places. And I'm just going to trust that my energy and the fact that I just really care about others is really going to come through. And I think that's what most of the world really wants. And so, yeah, I didn't worry too much about it. Just kind of went for it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right, I'm conscious of time now, Kirsten, and I would imagine you've got other things you need to...
I just have an appointment. Someone coming here for an appointment at 3 o'clock, or 3 o'clock my time. So I think they're just messaging me that they're almost here. So it's like, oh, no.
Don't worry about it. That's absolutely fine. It's been so good. Thank you.
You're welcome. I hope you guys got something out of this. And
yeah, definitely.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Simon, 50 grand.
I can't wait to watch you guys promote.
Yeah. Oh, that's brilliant.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Kirsten. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me a part of